Hey, what up everybody, this is Stevie Breach coming to you with the TNA results from tonight's Slammiversary pay-per-view. It's funny how, TNA kicked off this pay-per-view with an awesome X Division match for the X Division Championship with 6 guys in there, and there was so many thoughts about this match, basically because they put this together with barely any build. Nobody knew, really that this was going to happen until the very last Impact, and it was just sort of like, boom, here you go, there it is. It's funny how those are the things that sets TNA apart, that makes them, a real sort of alternative to what WWE does. And the rest of this pay-per-view just seems like this could have been on SmackDown, and nobody would have known the difference between what was going on. Basically, I put all of the faults right now with TNA and their bad attendance at house shows and bad, just sort of ratings in general on TNA Spike TV, and that's something that they're trying to really keep. Is that TV deal, and it looks like they are going to stay with Spike, or Spike's going to stay with them, however it is, because they weren't able to lock up SmackDown or Monday Night Raw, but kind of weird. But basically, Eric Young as a champion, to me, honestly wasn't that great. I thought that the cage match at the end was good. They did a spot that, honestly, I'd never seen before in my lifetime with Bobby Lashley, going through the cage and being locked out of it because of the cage being locked and not being able to get in, making it a one-on-one match between Eric Young and Austin Aries, and Eric Young ended up winning the championship and continues on this title run that nobody wants to see and nobody cares about. In that X Division Championship match, Tna was able to keep his X Division belt. Real quick, sort of like moment with Davey Richards climbing to the top of the and almost grabbing the belt, only for Manic to knock him down, which led to Tna getting the big win. Also, Eddie Edwards had a few high spots in there, really looking good. Lashley was able to beat Joe because of some, I don't know what you call it, referee interference with Lashley pushing the ref in front of Joe having to stop what he was doing and having to get speared and getting the 1-2-3. It was awesome having Joe come back and matter for a minute, but I guess, it is what it is. That's done. Willow beat Magnus in what should have been a tag team match with basically Bram and Abyss being out there. I really like Bram. I don't think I've said that in a video yet, but I am sort of a big fan of his. I don't know what separates him and makes him different from Gunner. They both look the same to me, but I think that Bram is somebody that could be a player in the future, only if he had a better name. But basically, Magnus beat Willow clean with basically some sort of a suplex. Got the 1-2-3, Team 3D going into the TNA Hall of Fame. To me, it was honestly a surprise that a name that really does deserve to go into there. But honestly, to me, it wasn't a name that I had on my list. Shame on me. Austin Aries beat Kenny King with a brain buster, putting him into the main event. Big ups to the Von Erichs. They came in with a lot of buzz and a lot of people not knowing who they really were. But I thought they worked a really good match with the Bromans. They did look not spectacularly good, but the match ended with a DQ after some chair shots. Von Erichs are some people that I hope stays with TNA, and we can see some more out of them and get some good tag team action. Basically Angelina Love beat Gail Kim because she grabbed the tights, and the referee doing the heel thing just counted the 1-2-3. Aaron Carter III beat Bully Ray to become the king of hardcore. Basically in an awesome Texas death match with these guys beating the hell out of each other, with Bully Ray hitting Carter with everything under the book. We saw kendo sticks, we saw a cheese grater. We saw this, that, and the other. Dixie Carter getting laid out inside the match, getting laid on top of the table for only us to get that little bit of a swerve by, Carter hitting Bully, Spud pulling Dixie to make the save. Bully goes through the tables, and he takes a 10 count to lose the match. Aaron Carter, the king of hardcore, the man who beat Kurt Angle, the man who beat Sting. Hardcore legend there. Maybe he'll go into the TNA Hall of Fame at next year's Bound for Glory. Then we saw Storm versus Anderson, which is basically a Cowboys match. Reminded me a lot of the deal that they did with Lawrence Taylor back in the early days, with basically Storm basically almost getting into a fight of the Dallas Cowboys of a guy's name who he don't matter to me. I didn't know who he was. But because of the interference, Mr. Anderson was able to hit the mic check, 1-2-3. Storm the heel, he got to pour beer on the Cowboys helmet, got to push some guys around. Maybe he'll make it on ESPN. And then the big money event. Everybody loves Eric Young, right? He's your champ. Way to go, TNA. That's your Slammiversary. From here, we go to Destination X in New York. That's going to be on Spike TV. Maybe Tna will cash in. Maybe we'll have some sort of a twist and turn. Everybody can remember Austin Aries basically stealing the Manic outfit, or was it Suicide last year, and winning the X Division Championship, only to lose it back, hyping up Destination X.